Hi air signs, this is your mid-month pick a card reading. This is for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Feel free to apply this in whatever area of your chart. I'll be using this four decks here to do the pick a card. You'll have 3 piles, and this is the fifth deck, the fifth deck that I'll be using for clarifying if needed. And also, if you want a private reading, all the info is down below and in the info box of the channel. And I'll be shuffling these decks and see you for deck number 1, 2, and 3. Pile number 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so here are the 3 piles. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. The timestamps are down below. And feel free to choose whichever you want. I'm gonna go ahead and start with pile number 1. So what we got here, we got the Wheel of Fortune, nice. 2 of Cups, oh, yay. Oh, nice. 5 of Wands though, Magician in reverse, okay. Oh, pile number 1. Okay. So first of all, very quickly, be careful of intruders. 5 of Wands, you see the way this person is like looking at this couple, which is this couple right here. But seems like, and somebody is deeply troubled by this love, because it seems to be true, as in, I'm nobody to judge anybody, okay? I don't want to judge anybody's relationship, nothing. But seems like with the Wheel of Fortune, that this, I don't want to say it was orchestrated by the destiny. It wasn't orchestrated by anything. By the way, excuse my hair. I have to put it in this bun because I'm out for a run after the video. And my hair like is in very let's say unhealthy conditions. I'll wash it after running. So cool, we got the Wheel of Fortune here. It's about things turning in the direction that they should, okay? So things shifting, things ending, things, you know, things that were maybe built on a certain foundation ending and crumbling. You know, this is when certain things you don't even know why they're happening, but they're happening. I hate that shit. I hate when people say, oh, everything happens for a reason. I got a lot of bad shit happen to me, and trust me, there was no reason. They happened to me because it was like my lesson somehow, but there was no reason. There was no like, you know, happy ending after that. It was just, you know, bad. But in this case, it is about things shifting in a specific direction. You know, this is, you know, this the Wheel of Fortune is about this, the rhythm of life is about, oh my God, I'm thinking about Greek literature because I studied Greek literature, and there was some, I don't remember the author or whatever I read, but it was about, you know, it's about like the holding time, holding destiny and time, and there's nothing you can do to stop it, you know. In Italian, we say fato. Fato as in, it's not fato and destino are 2 different things. Destino is destiny, you know, what is meant to be. Fato is more of, how do I say this? Fato is more about, it's higher than destiny. This is stuff that is on a higher realm. This is about whatever was meant for you, even like that is not intrinsically, you know, it doesn't really involve you. It's about the way things are supposed to go. You know, it's about a deeper and bigger picture than your own life. No, and this is what's happening here. It's about a whole series of events. So if you were dealing with multiple people or so many other things, this could be work, this could be life, career, everything. But this is about a whole bunch of things. I'm also like thinking about, you know, when things just have to like fit in and so many things, they're all moving and each square is like moving in like a different direction, but they're all moving in a synchronic way to make a picture. You know, they're all shifting in a way that it all fits in beautifully the way it's supposed to. So maybe many different things will happen either in your life or in the other, if this is another person, clearly with the Two of Cups, in the other person's life. You don't need to worry about that. Like, I hate when people like then start worrying, oh yeah, because he's with, oh she's where, who fucking, you don't know what they're doing, you don't know what they're going through, you don't know nothing about them. So just, you know, people just whatever, even if you see it in social media, you don't know shit. Like, I know people see me on the street, see me on social media, and they still don't know shit about me. You don't know what I'm going through, you don't know what I'm feeling, you don't know what I'm thinking, you don't know nothing. And I sometimes actually intentionally confuse people, because I know people like derive a meaning from everything that I post or something, and they're like, they want to see, you know, they want to use that info to grab who I am and grab a, you know, figure me out somehow. And I'm like, no shit. Like, if you are in my life, you know me. If you're not in my life, then, you know, stay clueless. And this is about, you know, things even in other people's lives that are not even really directed to you, you know, related to you, shifting in a way that makes things possible, and seems like something that is possible is this Two of Cups. I love this. When I shuffle the cards on my own, even if I'm not really, you know, thinking about anything, or I'm thinking about me, you know, or I'm depressed about something, the Two of Cups comes out and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. But then my rational mind, I'm like, how? If I don't socialize with anybody, like I don't really talk to anybody, so I don't see how this can happen. But this will happen. In this case, if this is not related directly to me, since I'm an air sign, this could be, you know, it's yours. Trust and believe. With the Wheel of Fortune, like really trust and believe. Oh my god, that this is happening. This is things that are shifting beyond your control, beyond your knowledge. You don't know it. Trust me. Five of Wands troubles me a little bit, because this is about onlookers. It's about conflict. It's about people not being happy about the decision of being with this person, staying with this person, or, you know, whatever. It's a lot of chaos, I think, because I think if you're, you know, choosing to leave a situation because you're in love with someone else, you know, you cannot deny, whatever, so many people will blame that other person, and you're conscious of it, because there'll be so much judgment somehow. And then we have the Magician in reverse. Did I show you this card? I don't know. The Magician in reverse is no more manipulation, or also someone trying to hold you back from what's really yours. This is like, I love this spread, because it's like you cannot stop what is meant to be. And I don't even really think the Five of Wands here is the onlooker or an ex or anybody. I just think that there has been so much chaos, or maybe there were so many things that were happening, you know, maybe somebody doesn't want to let you go, or, you know, a life event, or like economic problems, you know, so many things, right, that were happening, and that were, you know, trying to hinder this from happening. But this is like, this intending the Two of Cups, this is like, you know, what's meant to be will be, you know. Or this is also you finally, you know, getting over the fuck boy, or somebody who is manipulating you. You know, you're getting over that, and even though maybe you might still be a little bit sad, because the Magician in reverse also denotes a lack of strength, let's say that, a lack of like vitality, and you might still be a little bit sad, or you might still be looking in that direction, because maybe this Two of Cups, this person here hasn't presented, you know, it's not in your life yet, but it's like, don't worry, let all the situations go, because even if you wanted something so bad but then it doesn't happen for you, let it go, like trust the process, because with the Wheel of Fortune is like, do not worry, let that shit go, because you're hindering the process, you're really stopping this from turning, and it needs to turn so that something, you know, much better, so much beautiful, something that actually feels right. Sometimes we stay in situations, or we stay, you know, thinking about someone, knowing that someone is an idiot or someone who really hurt us for no reason. You know, when we know in our heads we should be happy that someone, you know, they're gone, or we broke up or something, or they broke up with us, we should be glad that happened, but it's counterintuitive, because we're so, our mind, you know, human beings, we have this thing like we want to, you know, avenge you, we want to make a situation right, and it doesn't really happen like that. And sometimes we need to leave situations the way they are so that we don't stop the process. So Wheel of Fortune in reverse, not Wheel of Fortune not in reverse, in the upright, 7 of Wands. So you understanding someone, also this is about someone else finally, you know, coming in and claiming you. They're like, hey, you know, and this is also you fighting off maybe a very manipulative energy in your life, and you're like, no, I'm actually done with you, like I cannot entertain your bullshit any longer, like just go, you know. just go. Get the fuck out of my life. Yeah, oh my god, I can understand that so much. I was like, just leave me alone, shit. Unless you change, but no. I don't use Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio rising. I don't give second chances. I just don't. I don't believe you. Like, you got one chance, and I'm gonna sit here and look at you and see how, and try maybe even to dialogue with, you know, have a dialogue with you, make you understand shit. If you don't understand, you keep doing the same. I'm like, okay, that's who you are. I don't like it. I don't have to entertain it. Bye. Get the fuck out of my life. I don't have to like you. 5 of Wands, Ace of Wands. So maybe a connection in which there was a lot of passion, could be, but also this is, I think there's like so many people stopping, yeah, Hanged Man wanted to flip, stopping you from moving on, basically. They want you to stay stuck. They don't want, and how do you meet your love and go on with your life and have a happy life, and, you know, with someone that you truly care about and that cares about you, if you're dealing with people that evidently they don't care about you, because what are you doing? Why are you doing that, right? So 2 of Cups, let's see if sometimes the cards don't want to show you who it is, you know. And you know why they don't want to show you? Even when I do my own readings and this comes up and I'm like, okay, then show me who this 2 of Cups is. Even though I know I don't know them. You know, I don't know them. They're not around me. I'm at home by myself. And I'm just thinking about myself, like, you know, I'm very much in my life, in my own mood, in my own zone. So even if you show me, it doesn't really mean anything. But sometimes even they don't show you who this is because they don't want you to choose the wrong person. You know, sometimes we ask them to show us something, and then they show us something, and then we don't listen, we don't see it, we don't follow what they've shown us. We try to take that thing and put it on someone who is not like that and it's not the right one. So sometimes it's best if they don't show us, but let's see if they can give us some information about this 2 of Cups, you know? King of Pentacles. So an earth sign or someone really, really established. Or I think this is not them. I think this is mainly for you, for us. Focus on yourself. Build yourself up, build your self-esteem up. Know that you belong here, know the way you're supposed to be treated. Work on yourself. The pentacles are cards of self most of the time, especially being the male, the masculine energy here. Work on yourself, get back to yourself, and when this Two of Cups happens, you'll have a lot of this energy, you know, you'll be full of, you know, personal power, that nobody can come and mess with you with a fake version of the Two of Cups, okay? Yeah, you see? Seven of Pentacles. Invest in yourself. Go from questioning yourself and questioning what the fuck it's going on in your life to I got this, okay? I just want to take one more card. And don't deal with anybody who makes you question yourself. Like, get rid of them. There's 7 billion people on earth. You don't have to tolerate bullshit. Yes, I understand you like that person very much, but that person is showing you that they're not worth your time. So, bye. You see? Bye. World card. If you were dealing with an earth sign or someone really established or, you know, whatever, you need to quit it, because this person is too egotistical. They're wounding your self-esteem. They're making you question yourself so that they can feel good about themselves. It's so fucking stupid. Like, get rid of people like that. They have issues with themselves and they want to use other people to feel good. Like, get the fuck out of my life. Bye. Waste of time. Cool. Don't worry and trust the process. Don't look for something like this beautiful, not for something like this. Look at the imagery and look how depressed he is. Like, you're not supposed to be entertaining anybody who's making you waste your life and your energy feeling like this and looking like, what the fuck is going on, right? Trust me. Cool. Pile number 2 next. Pile number 2. So what we have here: Ace of Swords, air energy in full force. I love this. 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, Illumination card. Okay, right off the bat, this is a very different reading from the first one. Be careful of what you're investing in career-wise. Like, you need to really be honest with yourself about where this is heading, where you're headed with your career. Like, are you really obsessing and putting all your energy and effort in something that is not yet, you know, we might be in something. I'm not saying that it has to happen overnight, you know, or, you know, it doesn't have to be like overnight success. Things take time, obviously, but if you have been spending so much of your time and energy and creative force in something that you deep down know is not gonna give you enough, you need to quit it, because I think you're denying the truth here. I'm sorry to be so blunt, but this is what it is. Because with the Illumination card, this is a card specific for this deck. It's about knowing and admitting the truth, okay? It's about knowing and admitting the truth and seeing in the light and seeing all the pieces together, knowing what the bigger picture is. You see the way no, it's not she, it's a cat. What the hell? Anyway, it's like looking towards the universe and the infinite and seeing exactly what the picture is, you know, almost questioning and trying to find the real truth and answer. And this is in reverse, though. It came out in reverse. So really be honest with yourself, because I think this is also a card of not only questioning and asking for answers, but also knowing them internally. You know what the real answer is. And in this case, I think that you're denying the truth, and starting with the Ace of Swords is a time to really, you know, be honest with yourself. Also, in a relationship, relationship, whatever it is, with someone, this is also about, I don't want to say straight up abuse, but this is about taking advantage of someone and not giving enough of yourself. We all do this in some form, okay? We all do this in some form. But this is being vampiric and taking, even if it was just once, taking so much from someone and giving them little to nothing. And this will be spoken about with the Ace of Swords here. This will be spoken about, and there has to be an admission here, because the important thing, especially with this spread here, is not even about speaking about stuff. It's about at least admitting it to ourselves, because you cannot be dishonest with yourself about stuff, because it's gonna keep coming in your life, or you're gonna pay for it really bad. You need to admit where you felt like you could be in a position of power over someone, and where you tried, maybe you or somebody with you tried to play on your emotions and play with your feelings to feel in control and better about themselves. Stupid. I just finished saying that in pile number 1. So stupid. I hate when people do that. 6 of Cups. Wanted to fly out, but I'm not taking that. I don't want cards to fly out when I'm clarifying in this deck. I'm like, no. I just said that. Wheel of Fortune, Tower, Ace of Pentacles. And 4, oh my God. Okay, so let me just say this with all the cards that are flying out and that I'm not taking. Somebody figures this out and they kind of want to make it right. Is it possible to make it right? Let's see. Page of Swords could be another air sign like you. This is someone coming in with communication. Also watching. But they're coming in quite immature. Could be a Gemini, or you could be a Gemini, or have Gemini in your chart. They're coming in, they want to try and make things right. Or they're still thinking about you, or you're still thinking about someone that you manipulated and you lost. Seems like you lost them, because the Ace of Swords is coming in like full-on clarity. And I think whoever this person was, they just cut you off. Because they felt drained. They felt completely drained. The thing about people, I don't understand, especially like with me. People come in and like, you need to understand that what I think of you is not, and people gaslight you. Let me say this. People gaslight you into like, you're thinking about me like this because you're hurt or you're traumatized or something happened to you, and that's how you think. I don't know what they say. And I'm like, no, I think about you like that because that's what you've shown me. That's how you've behaved. What else? How can I think about you, If you go around killing people, how am I supposed to think about you as a good person? You're a killer, That's what you are. I don't care. You might be, like, I'm such a good person. And this is something that we also have to be honest about with ourselves. Like, I know I'm such a good person, but am I behaving like a good person? Am I using people? Am I, doing the right things? Yes, I'm very intelligent, but then why am I not? So many things we need to really, like, this is about being coherent, actions and words, and admitting where we've taken from someone. 10 of Cups. Page of Swords, Gemini card, 10 of Cups. Okay, so if this was a third party situation, it seems like it ended. It seems like somebody at some point had an obsession. It was merely sexual towards someone, but it ended because somebody chose, love. This is about also emotional growth. And this is also about, you know, on the other side, if you're single, you understanding why you're putting yourself in certain situations. The Ace of Swords is clarity, and especially look at it, it's clarity because he's pointing at the specific thing. So I think you got to the understanding of your wounds, like you got to understand why you're constantly putting yourself in situations where you know you won't be treated right, or you're accepting or tolerating shit from people, because of a wound that you had, that you have rather, and you're really pointing, you know, the finger. You see the way he's like, the sword is like cutting through all the mess here, and it's pointing at this thing here. It's like really you're pointing at the fact, and you're really seeing things clearly, even within yourself, and you're doing a lot of work, and you're able to see clearly all the situations where you were taken advantage of, not taken seriously, played with, emotionally manipulated, and not given enough, basically, and used for other people's pleasure. Let's just say that. And you're going from a place of fogginess, of feeling, you know, like a victim of the circumstances, to actually seeing what it is about you. This is not, doesn't mean that these people are justified. These people are pieces of shit, fine, but why you with pieces of shit, right? And it's about, you know, having that really like keen understanding. And once that happens, you realize how worthy you are, and something better comes your way. And it's not because, you know, things shifted, it's because you're choosing better, and you know you deserve this. And whenever you encounter the situations, you're out. Could really be a Gemini rising also. I just want to pull one more card on the Gemini card here, because what does that mean? This is about choices. It's about blessed unions. It's about, you know, the Two of Cups wanted to pop out. Okay, so if you could be meeting a Gemini, they could already know you, but honestly, love, love, love everywhere. Love, as opposed to this shit over here. Look how toxic this is, and look how good this is. Hey, yo, what is everybody doing? Like, where is all these things happening? Even the first spread was about love, about air signs. Like, okay, love everywhere. And I'm in the house. I'm fine. I'm healing, but I'm healing. I'm working on myself. I'm not just sitting here depressed. But wow. So choosing better for yourself. Truth. A Gemini or an air sign. You know, being in love. Maybe also creating a family. Somebody who really cares. You're choosing situations where you are cared for. This could also not be specifically related to love. This could be any area of your life, right? It could be family, it could be especially family, friends, where you're feeling underappreciated, used, continuously put down. And you also you should also look for those kind of relationships with people outside, because that's all you know. And now it's like, no, now I know better. I know I can deserve better. Like, what do I have less than other people that are happy? And then you start choosing or walking towards the path of being happy. Being happy. Oh, now that's nice. Tower, Wheel of Fortune. It will happen in due time. Don't worry, things will happen in a way that you don't even really imagine. Don't worry, don't force it. Don't force it. It's coming. Third pile. Hi, pile number 3. Here we are. We have the Strength card. Nice. Sun card. 2 Leo cards already. 3 of Pentacles. You could have Sagittarius in your chart. And 8 of Cups. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Sorry. Okay. So, seems like you have gone through, let's say, what they call a dark night of the soul, and you have been alone for a while. Two of Swords really flipped out. You really needed to, you know, look within, because you were stuck. At some point you were mentally stuck, mentally weak, depressed and confused in many areas of your life. Confused about who you were, confused about where you were going, confused about where you were headed. You lost interest in so many things. You feels like you were forced also into situations. Feels like you were dealing with also abusive situations that left you shaken. You know, they really, this could be abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, mental abuse, and emotional abuse that really left you confused about yourself. And you had to go through this, you know, process of dark night of the soul and go through all this chaos. And you walked in there alone, because at some point I feel like you needed to stop. And this is awesome, because once you get out of this confusion, all you have is then clarity, sun illuminating everything, in a sense. And if you're going through it right now, don't worry. And if you find yourself relapsing, is completely normal. I cried the whole yesterday. But I had to get my feelings out about something. Couldn't suppress it any longer. But don't worry. You will be able to see, you know, and be happy and overjoyed, and, you know, blessings and strength, a lot of strength, a lot of, you know, also like accountability, not feeling guilty about calling people out on their shit. Look at the way she's holding the snake. You know, she's like, no, I got this, and this is, you know, A is A, B is B, and I don't even feel guilty about it, because, you know, this is the truth. This is the truth. And 3 of Pentacles here is talking about you then finding someone that collaborates with you. I think you might also have Earth in your chart, and I think this is someone that you, especially if you dealt with emotional abuse, or people who didn't support you, or people that used you, that made you feel like really alone and depressed, but not even just depressed, but confused. Just confused about your value, about your life. I feel like you thought very low of yourself, like you thought that all you ever was for in your life was to be used somehow. Wow. I understand. I've also, you know, dived in those thoughts myself. And the 3 of Pentacles is actually finding people or situations and friendships and you know, a different area around you where you're emotionally supported and worked with, and not constantly deprived of your energy because you keep being taken from, and you start feeling as if you deserve to be taken from, you know? Oh, wow. Let's pull some more cards for this. But I don't want this to be a heavy reading, because, like, you know, after the dark night of the soul, this is happiness and blessings and strength and emotional support. Maybe things that you, if you're going through it right now, you don't even imagine. You don't even know what it feels like. You don't even know what it feels like, and you don't even imagine. I think you're not even in the throes of the thing anymore. He looks pretty numb. So I think you're just numb, but you're still in this confusion, and you're still in this haze, and you know, you're healing. It's part of healing. And you're like, I don't even see this support coming. Like, I don't even know how it feels like. Wow. Death card. So transformation and healing, the dark night of the soul before the sun comes. See, death of everything, death of structure, death of who was controlling you, death of so many things. You really had to go within yourself and let shit die, let your attachments go. You're working through it right now, I think, because it's a long process, but look at the sun, it's right there. If you're going through a hard time, it's right there. And it's better to go through this thing here than to keep letting people take from you, because you'll never heal, and you'll spend your whole life feeling less than. 3 of Wands. So feeling the urge to move forward and move away from situations. Oh, Fool card. Yup. You're done. It's like you, maybe it's not even you, because maybe you've been in the situations for such a long time. It's like you, something within you activating. You're like, there got to be better. There's got to be better out there. I'm willing to do this transformation, you know, leaving the heavy baggage, going from armor to freedom. It's amazing, amazing. All sorts of, you know, cards of like strength and confidence and freedom. Fool card, the baby here in the sun card, and the nudity here and the strength, you know, amazing. But you had to go through this dark night. You had to go through something that was really hurtful, because only from there you have to hit that rock bottom to have, you know, that force to push you back up. And that's what this 3 of Wands is here. This about, you know, looking outwards and be like, what the fuck? Like, behind me there's just a shit land, and I need to move out. I need to go. Like, this is horrible. I don't want this anymore. From walking away to finding stable things. Don't worry, even if you feel alone right now, don't worry, you're not running away towards loneliness. You're running away and basically getting into the hands of either someone new, a new work environment, new friends, or just a new you. A new, I don't want to be so romantic and philosophical today, but new arms of destiny, basically. You're flowing into a different current. Ace of Pentacles, I'm telling you. New beginnings, start, death and rebirth, death and rebirth, moving out to unknown territories, self-discovery, feeling good again, self-mastery with the Strength card, support or feeling like you can do it, and new beginnings, new beginnings. But you have to go through this. You have to go through this. Don't worry. Don't worry. Even if you're still here, you're getting out of here and you're like, oh my God, I just need all this to stop. And things obviously won't be easy to make things stop, because, you know, especially if they've been energetically taken from you for a while, it's not gonna be over. It's not gonna, they're not gonna let you go so easily, because they're used to you being in the state, you know. So preserve that. Preserve that. Let me just put one card on the 8 of Chalices here. Preserve your newfound energy or your healing process. Yeah, Justice card. Preserve that. You know it's justice. You know it's on you to make things happen, because you receive what you give. The scales here. And the sword. The sword is gonna cut you or cut them. So could also just be you if you were involved with a third-party situation with someone who has Scorpio or Leo placements, but mainly a fire sign, I think. These two people are staying together, and you need to walk away, basically. But it's for your highest good, because the more you stay entrenched in this, the more you're creating bad karma for yourself. Yep. Yeah. Especially if it was like an earth sign that tried to keep you stuck on them. It was mainly to satisfy their own ego. It was never about you. Maybe they were attracted to you, but it was mainly for them. They just wanted to feel like they had someone after them for some reason. They were never planning on giving you anything, ever. I'm sorry to be so blunt. But yes, this have been your mid-month readings for air signs. See you in December.